Family Guy is known for its ridiculous humor, random cutaways, and outrageous scenarios. But every now and then it takes a hilarious dive into spooky territory. From bizarre dreams to silly supernatural shenanigans, we're counting down the most hilariously dumb scary moments in Family Guy. Grab your popcorn, because these moments are more likely to make you laugh and probably scream. What's funnier than coming face to face with the Grim Reaper? In Death is a Bitch, Peter literally cheats death by faking a terminal illness to avoid a hospital bill. But when death shows up, things get, well, hilariously awkward. Death's dramatic entrance as a skeleton with a sarcastic attitude? Classic Family Guy. Creepy, in theory, but way too ridiculous to take seriously.
Who are you?
I'm Callista Flockhart. Who the hell do you think I am? I'm Death. Which one of you is Peter Griffin?
He is.
Come on, man. Which one of you is Peter Griffin?
This is Peter Griffin.
Hey, that's a good one.
Why are you...
No, wait. I'm not finished holding my sides.
Why are Why... Why are you here? The doctor said Peter was okay.
Oh, the doctor. Well, I guess he must know, right? I mean, he's a doctor and everything, and I'm just, Dad.
Stewie Griffin is always trying to be the show's tiny evil mastermind, but in Send in Stewie, Please, he takes it up a notch. While in therapy, we meet Stewie's dark side, who talks about his evil plans, except they're just hilariously overblown. It's like he's auditioning for a cheesy villain role. The whole thing feels like a parody of how evil he wants to be. But let's face it, he's just a baby with too much sass.
You know, I actually don't mind her. And she's built quite a business for herself. You have to hand it to her. I don't mean to name drop, but I kind of know Andy Cohen. I guess I'm his type. Which, of course, is very flattering. He's outrageously successful. He originally wanted me for the Rachel Zoe project, but I said no, so they went with Brad. And now look. That could have been me on Fashion Police with Melissa Rivers 14 times a year. Ah, well, hindsight. I see the tissue box is empty. Somebody was going through those like, well, tissues. I hope he didn't get cancer all over this seat. Ugh, yuck. Bad luck. Although I did hear Ryan Reynolds visited him, something to do with Deadpool, I guess, so it's not all horrible. If they don't give us a day off when he dies, I'm going to be so pissed. Oh, look, you got your Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I don't know why those cups always depress me. It's like you've already given up before the day's even started. You might as well tattoo "Can't afford Starbucks" on your forehead. What do I care, though? None of my business.
Peter Griffin being diagnosed as the R word could have been a sobering moment, but this is Family Guy. So, of course, it takes a hilariously weird turn. Instead of dealing with it rationally, Peter thinks Joe can relate because of his physical disability. Joe calls up everyone in town, and they all sing a bizarre, upbeat song about Peter's mental disability. It's one of those moments where you think, is this supposed to be scary or just completely off the wall? Either way, it's so dumb that it's hilarious, leaving you both confused and amused.
So, as you can see, you are just over the line of mental retardation.
Don't you mean just under the line?
The day I'm corrected by a I'm sorry. Just please trust the analysis.
So what can I do for you, Peter?
Well, Joe, I need to talk to you about something kind of personal.
Shoot.
Well, you know, I took this test, and it sort of turns out that I'm technically mentally retarded. And, you know, I just wanted to ask, you know, how do you deal with it?
Deal with what?
You know, with being retarded.
Peter, I'm not retarded, I'm handicapped.
Oh, well, now you're just splitting hairs.
Hi, Cleveland.
Hi, Joseph. What's the story? Morning glory. What's the word? Hummingbird.
Have you heard Peter Griffin is slow?
Can he still drive a car? Can he drink at a bar? Will they let him have kids? is his life on the street.
Hello, Mrs. Griffin, it's your neighbor Quagmire. Now that Peter's mental, you probably have some needs. Oh!
In Petergeist, Peter manages to kickstart a full-blown paranormal disaster because, of course, he dug up a cursed Native American skull and named it Chief Diamond Phillips. As ridiculous as that is, things get hilariously out of control when the Griffin house becomes haunted. We get Stewie talking to TV static, Chris being scared by Ronald McDonald, and Peter literally tearing his face off to reveal Hank Hill's face underneath. The whole sequence plays out like a cheesy horror movie parody, where the scary moments are so absurd you can't help but laugh. Who knew a skull could cause so much dumb chaos?
Thank you for coming. We've never hired a spiritual medium before, but I'll do anything to get my baby back.
You know, Peter, we wouldn't have to be messing around with ghosts if you hadn't desecrated those Indian remains.
Probably a bad time to mention I'm wearing the skull as an athletic cup.
Okay, let's talk to some spirits. Hey, how y'all ghosts doing? Y'all got a little friend of ours named Stuart up there. We was just wondering if you could send him back. Uh-huh. Well, yes, but I don't see how that's anybody's business but my own. Well, how about you and my father go and hang out at the gun range some afternoon, and you can spend the whole day just agreeing with each other.
What are they saying? Is my baby all right?
They said that your baby had entered their world through the closet upstairs, and that the exit is... Well, I don't know how else to say this, but the exit is your daughter's bum.
Meg's ass! God, this is even weirder than when Bob Costas insisted on getting into the tub with me every time I took a bath. This'll be relaxing.
Hello again, Peter. And this is gonna be great. We can talk sports, and we can play with your tub toys.
Yeah, listen, Bob, this is kind of my time.
A miniature boat. And if I'm not mistaken, it's a replica of the Gretel II, which lost the America's Cup to Intrepid in 1973.
Yeah, I'm gonna dry off now.
Peter, now that you're getting out of the tub, what will you miss most?
In the episode, Stewie Kills Lois sounds like it's going to be a dark, dramatic turning point, and it is. Sort of. Stewie finally follows through on his lifelong mission to kill Lois, but of course, the whole thing spirals into hilarious chaos. Picture this. Stewie shows up on a cruise with a submachine gun, dramatically sending Lois overboard, only for everyone to carry on as if nothing major happened. And just when Peter's about to get life in prison for Lois's murder, she waltzes back into the courtroom like it's no big deal.
Lois! You're alive!
Mom, you're alive!
Oh my gosh, Mom!
Lois, my God, what happened? We thought you were dead.
Mom! We thought Dad killed you!
No, he didn't, Chris. But someone tried to.
Do you remember who it was?
Yes, I do. It was Stewie!
Family Guy never failed to create the most absurdly scary but hilarious moments. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this list, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more Family Guy content. Let us know in the comments which moments you think we should highlight next. See you again next time.